lanes. I've been driving this train, years in this lane. There's no stopping this flame, cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capping space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. And I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the...
All right, happy Sunday, happy new week. Happy October. I've got to say this too, and it's amazing because there's 2 months, less than 2 months left in the year, and really a lot has been going on, a lot has been happening. Want to give shout out to Biograph book. Really recommend everyone checking out their app. It is in beta testing. If you want to see some of the publications, the NFT publications that I've done, the audio books, you can go to Biograph, get a copy. The links for the what is an NFT domain name audiobook NFT is in the show, is in the notes for the video and the podcast for those of you who are listening on audio. As well as you'll find other audio book NFTs. I think that's an amazing space, a great space, and something that you should take a look at, support, to understand. And what I mean by that is, yes, I love the support. I also love that people learn. And that's part of the reason of doing the projects, putting those things out there, is for people to learn. And a lot of times, particularly in this space, the way that you learn is by doing, putting some sweat equity, going through the process, figuring these things out. That helps you to understand, hey, this is what he's talking about. This is why this is important. Maybe you'll find it doesn't make any sense to you, but at least you've gone through the process. You've learned how to buy an NFT, how it works, what it means to have one, where they are. So I think we hear a lot of these things and we see a lot of things. I think it's important to really participate and be self-directed. And that really ties into the theme for this for this week, is really looking at the metaverse and looking at the way that we do accounting. And that's where all of this is coming from. All of this conversation today is coming from me being a part of the business, working through the business, producing items, minting NFTs, being in the metaverse, creating content in the metaverse, and actually seeing the through line and how all of this ties in to what we're doing today. So as usual, this is going to be I'm going to make this is going to be a quick one. This is going to be more of a rant than a full-blown, lesson today. But I wanted you to think about how the metaverse is looking today and how it'll move tomorrow and potentially, and then how that ties into accounting today. So we talk about the NFTs, and I mention these platforms over and over again because I want you to have the opportunity to see them and see how they're working, see how it ties in. So when you talk about NFTs and we talk about business and transactions, there's spatial.io. Spatial.io, you can actually display your NFTs, create rooms where the public can come in, view your NFTs, and subsequently you can sell your NFTs. So you can strike deals. So you can create your own art galleries for your NFTs. The other thing to remember, NFTs are not just pictures. I had an amazing conversation. I love my students, I really do, because they're so bright and really, they come up with amazing ideas. And one of my students was saying, well, wait a minute, professor, these NFT, they're more than just pictures. And you're seeing how things are tied in. And one of the students, he's got an amazing idea of tying in tangible items with NFTs, similar to how Nike is doing it with shoes, where you buy the NFT, you get a digital shoe, and you can redeem it for an actual shoe in real life. Another student, she was explaining how a mural in Chicago is connected to an NFT. So there's different business models that exist today. In the metaverse, we see these art gallery models like spatial, which means that you have an NFT which can be tied to pictures, images, video, social media posts, as well as, in my case, audio files, books, music. So there's a huge, or video files. So you have this content and this tie-in, and it's existing today in the metaverse. So that's one. Two, when you go in, and spatial is not a crypto-based platform, meaning at this time you can't go into spatial and buy land in spatial like you can in the sandbox or Decentraland, where you can actually go in, buy land, and build things virtually on your own land. In Decentraland and spatial, you can build things. You can charge for advertising on your land if it's in a high traffic area. You can charge people to come on your land. You can create experiences. There are casinos inside, particularly in Decentraland. There are casinos where you can gamble. So these are things that are happening now. And these are where business is taking place. I don't just say money is transferring, it's business. So, and accounting is the language of business. So how does this tie into when we talk about crypto and the metaverse and then traditional accounting? Well, traditional accounting, we've got double entry accounting. When we move into this Web3, we get into a conversation of triple entry accounting because of that extra ledger, that open source where you can actually see, you can go and look and see who's doing the transaction. So it's not just between two parties, right? And then you have two sets of books, but now it's open where people can see the transactions happening. So that's something to think about. Are we moving to a triple entry accounting system? Are we already there? These are the questions that you have to ask, because the thing of it is, when you think about it, when you think about crypto, when you think about the metaverse, you think about NFTs, it's wide open, it's here. The genie is not going back into the bottle. So meaning the usage is not decreasing. So okay, you'll say, well, professor, they talked about the purchasing volume of NFTs gone down. That has gone down. What I mean by usage, think of use cases. The use cases for the technology is not decreasing, it's the method and the user base, the utility, so is increasing. More and more people are using these platforms and are becoming aware of the platform. And which I think leads to usage, and there's more and more of a tie-in, combined with you have other companies, or large companies like Apple pushing into augmented reality, which is still tied into the metaverse, tied into what we used to call XR technology, which is augmented reality, virtual reality, and mixed reality, all of those together. So there's still, it's a hand in it. These things are growing, and my assessment based on what I'm seeing and the way that business can be conducted, really the thesis is this. Instead of, if as an author, instead of me publishing on Amazon, which is a platform, if I'm going to publish an audiobook on Amazon, and I record, I produce everything myself, and I have to pay a large percentage to Amazon for their platform, right? And using their service, I go through their quality control, et cetera. If I'm able to, again, I'm still using a platform, let's say OpenSea, but I'm able to go on OpenSea for a smaller fee, one-time fee, to mint my audiobook. I'm still producing it, but I mint my audiobook. I set my price. And then now individuals are able to come in and purchase that audiobook. There'll be a fee, but it's way smaller than Amazon. Here's the other kicker. If I want to, I can do one-on-one transactions with that book. Somebody says, hey, I want to buy this book. They can from me without me having to veer them to the Amazon platform. So I think that when you look at the way business is moving, when we talk about crypto, we talk about NFTs, we talk about, it's moving more so, not to say that the platform or a third party will not exist, but it's shifting more to being self-directed versus being more on a platform type of system. More on a platform type of system where you have more control, right? So if I'm minting an NFT audiobook, I don't have to fit all of Amazon's, and I'm using Amazon, the platform's requirements, restrictions, exclusive, non-exclusive. So there is more of a freer, self-directed system where you have more control and you have more of the profits. Can you sell directly? Yes, you can mint and then sell directly from your own wallet and do individual transactions. So I think, which is something you wouldn't be able to do on a platform. I won't mention names of platform, but on a platform, because it would have to go through that platform, particularly if it's exclusive. So I think having these types, and you can also do different tie-ins. So for example, so you may say, well, what's the big deal? Well, with, for example, with the audiobook, what is an NFT domain name? It's tied to actual the content. So you get the written content, you get access to it. You can make different tie-ins to in real life items. So, and you can also unlock access to different types of promotions and groups. So there's more that you can do, and there's more of a one-on-one connection that you can build with your end customer. So I think with that, and that's not decreasing, that's only increasing. And more people are moving towards these platforms. Now, is it slow going? Yes. Is it something that I see that is going to be massively adopted? But no. But I think something that I thought was very interesting, and AJ from Biograph told me this, and it was I think it was eye-opening. Amazon started out, right? Not everybody was on Amazon. Everyone starts somewhere. You got to remember, not everyone was publishing on Amazon. Matter of fact, if you think about when it started, publishing on Amazon was frowned upon. Now, Amazon is the huge player. If you run the numbers, it makes, in most cases, more sense to publish on Amazon. And big publishers sell their content on Amazon itself. So you got to think about where things are and how they're moving. So this is a longer rant than I thought, but as usual, if you have any questions or any thoughts, feel free to reach out to me, and have an amazing and awesome week.
In my veins, I've been driving this train, years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame, cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed, all the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say, I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make.